गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. We are in Gyaneshwari, which is Bhagavad Gita's commentary by Gyaneshwar Maharaj. We are in chapter 18, verse number 65, OV number, his commentary, OV, line number 1360. I think that's where we were, isn't it? 1360. So what we are looking at here was, the verse said, Manmanam abhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Bhagwan is giving a shortcut. No need to study the whole Bhagavad Gita. No need to remember every principle that has been given out by Bhagwan to Arjuna or to us through Arjuna. Then what is to be done? He says, fix your mind on me and be devoted to me and worship me and bow down before me, and then you shall come to me alone. And who is this me when you are... Last week we touched this topic, that when Krishna is saying that you will come to me alone, he is very clear as to what his true nature is. See, when we are being a husband or a wife or a father or a teacher or a student, we get lost in the role. We forget that we are man first or a woman first. But we take the role as, give the role more, bigger importance than the person behind the role, isn't it? Bhagwan is very clear. He is very clear as to what his position is, that is Parabrahma Paramatma. See? And from that standpoint, when he says, fix your mind on me, be devoted to me, surrender to me, and as a result, worship me, and what will happen? I will absorb you. You will come to me. Because there was never a time that you were separate from me. We have to understand this. It's like the ocean knows that it is the infinite waters, and it is telling the wave, this verse, fix your mind on me, telling the wave, fix your mind on the ocean, be devoted to me, be surrendered to me, worship me. Then what will happen? You will come to me. But is the wave already not with the ocean? It's in the ocean as the ocean. Ocean is already pervading it. It didn't know because it was caught up at the empirical level. And therefore, this is a guide to us also, that first premise is that we are already that which we are seeking, and we have forgotten that. And this is what is going to come in our Kathopanishad. There they said, why we have forgotten? Because we have forgotten. Or we are making believe ourselves that we have forgotten, even though we have never forgotten. We cannot forget. We cannot forget that we are conscious. It is impossible. Then who has forgotten? Mind. We have taken ourselves to be this fictitious personality called Jivatma, and that Jivatma by nature, because that Jivatma, why is he born? Why this ghost called Jivatma is born? Because of identification with the body. If there is no body, there is no Jivatma. Then what is there? There is only Paramatma. There is only Paramatma. If there is no bulb, there is no light. Then what is there? Only electricity. If there is no ornament, then what is left? Only gold. So if there is no body, and if there, then there is, then who are you then? Are you a ghost? Yes, in Christianity they call him the Holy Ghost. The Father, Son and the Holy Ghost. That Holy Ghost is the Paramatma. See? So here he says, then you shall come to me alone, I promise, as you are dear to me. Because from the ocean's point of view, he has already included all the waves. He has never been separate from any wave. It's the wave which is feeling that it is separate from the Lord, from the totality or the infinity. And where is it? It's only in its imagination. But in essence wise, the wave is the ocean, is the water. Wave is equal to ocean is equal to water. Then what is wave? What is wave? Only? Yes. What is wave? Only name and form. Where is name? In your mouth. Where is form? Out there. Where is form? This body. So we are caught up in the form. We are caught up in the name. Get out of it. This name and form is required only for the Jivatma, for the individual. Then what do you mean? Bhagwan, Lord does not need any language? He doesn't need any language. Then how does he communicate? In silence. Maunam vyakhyat prakatita parabrahma tattva yuvanam. He communicates with silence. Then what do you, but we see all these movies and blah blah, all that is expression of that. When that silence gets disturbed, this is the explanation through the Puranas. See. So we can say the Vedas with the Upanishads are the infinite waters. The Puranas with all the stories and all the possibilities are the oceans. And what are the waves? We are the waves who are studying them. We want to be one with the Lord in the Puran. We want to be one with the Parabrahma Paramatma in the Upanishad. See? But we are already that. So from this standpoint, Bhagwan is speaking. So it is not an ego trip on part of Bhagwan. It is not his ego trip. He is not full of himself. He is not taking Arjun for a ride. No. So here we were at the 1360, and that one said, what did it say? Here he said, the saints who are purified by the knowledge of self are my aspects. Look at these saints as fondly as an amorous husband looks at his beautiful wife. I am the dwelling place of all things, so make your speech fond of uttering my name. Fix your mind. How do you fix your mind? You don't fix by your mind by getting distracted by so many variety of forms. You fix your mind by taking the name of the Lord. If you don't want to be choosy, just chant Om or Soham. We explained all this in detail last week. Whatever you do or wherever you go, you perform all such actions for my sake. See, it is not told that you run away from the world, run away from your responsibilities and duties and go and lock yourself up in an ashram, in a room. You came to you came to Aurangabad with me, but we didn't go to that ashram. Balu Mama ashram is there. And it's on the banks of a river. I think it's Krishna river. I don't know which river. Some river. And all the rooms are facing that river. And you can take a room. And you can tell the management that I'm going to be here in this room. I want no disturbance at all. You will be in the room. They'll lock it from outside. And you tell them, you want milk, you want food, what type of food, they'll bring you. Every day, like in the jail, they will put it under so there's a trap door, they will put it from there. If you eat it, you eat it. You don't eat it, they'll take it back. But you are left alone. Escape from the world. See? So we are not here, Bhagwan is not telling Arjuna to escape from the world. He is saying, while living in the world, doing whatever you have to do, or whatever has to be done. And what has to be done? Whatever is coming to you, that will determine how you need to interact with it. Right now, what are you doing? You are sitting without fidgeting and listening attentively. Hope. But that is our job. My job is the same, that I have to, with clarity, bring across the point that is coming in front of me, which is this particular verse. See? And do it how you do it. How do I do it? This is the Vyaspit. The moment we chant 3 ohms and Bhagwan, it's handed over to him. He is speaking. Very clear. Then how you should listen? I am listening. No, you should also listen. I have come to this, you brought me to this point, now you listen. Because Bhagwan enjoys listening to his glory. If you want to say that. Get out of the way. And till we have not gotten out of the way, till then, as long as you feel, I have to do something, the doership is there, the karta bhav is there, till then, do it as an offering to the divine. See, offering to the Bhagwan. And whatever comes as a result, take it as a prasad of Bhagwan. And don't say that I am doing it. You may say, hey, let's go, have a satsang. I said it. But immediately after that, the thought is, he only made me say that. See? I am seeing. You have to use these words. I am seeing, I am speaking, I am hearing, I am talking, I am waking, dreaming, sleeping, whatever. But what is the bhav behind? That he alone is expressing as the various, isn't it? Just like you are the mother, father, daughter, sister, uncle, auntie, but you are the one, same one, isn't it? So that bhav has to be there, that it is him. Not the individual consciousness, it is the infinite consciousness, or it is the Lord who is functioning, and for him all the activities are happening. And he is expressing through all the activities. When this disposition is taken, and who is in that disposition? Saints and sages, and therefore Bhagavan is saying, wherever you see saints and sages, you fall in love with them, because that is where you are going to find completion. It's not through books that you are going to find completion. See? And therefore, so make your speech fond of uttering my name. Whatever you do or wherever you go, you perform all such actions for my sake. When you render help to your kinsmen or strangers, that will constitute my worship, and you will become worshipper of me. So these are the statements of our scriptures. In Upanishads it comes, in Taittiriya Upanishad. Which one? Matru Devo Bhava. First see that God is expressing through the mother. Not mother is God. No. That God is expressing through the mother. That God is expressing Pitru Devo Bhava through the father. Then as you grow up, then you are sent to the Guru, then Guru Devo Bhava. And the fourth is, what does the Guru teach you? That the God is not only in the expressing through father, mother and me, but it is he expands your vision. He expands your vision. And what is that given as? Atithi Devo Bhava. Every person who comes into your contact, into your circumference, he is the expression of the divine alone. See? Worshipper of me. How many? Now Bhagwan is He has already said so many things. Now he says, how many things should I tell you one after another? You should assume the attitude of a servant and seeing me in all beings, serve them. Till here we saw it last week. See? And yeah, I think I mentioned this point last week, that when it comes to God, when it comes to going temples, you are at your best attire. You are physically high, you have taken bath, you are showered, you are clean, you are neat, you are in best of the clothes, you are looking, you want to present yourself wonderfully in front of the Lord. And which Lord? Stone, a statue. For him, you are going with all this dressing up. See? Are we dressing up when we are in tune with ourselves? It's not that, and in tune all the time. So we should be at our best at any given moment of our existence. It's not only when we go to the temple. When we are here in the lecture, we are at our best. Best is not only clothes and hairstyle. It is also the mental attitude. It also means that the body is steady. Attention is steady. No doubt in the mind as to what is coming across to your ear, to you as knowledge, as the words of the scriptures. No gray area there. Very clear. See? So we are not into physical beauty and ornament. Here our ornament is, people wear ornaments to the temple. Here what is our ornament? Steadiness, ekagrata, equanimity, senses are controlled, mind is focused, available to expansion, available to surrender. So these are the ornaments that we wear here, and it's not only in a satsang. Whenever we are talking to someone, whenever we are serving someone, whenever we are someone or the other is always coming into our life. Just now before coming, someone called. I was busy eating quickly. I forgot to make my evening meal. So 7 o'clock I started making sauteed vegetables. फटाफट थोड़ा सा बना लिया. So I was hungry. And then in the middle of that, this lady called. Swamiji, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, पहले तो मैं पूरा हाँ कैसे हो सब अच्छा है. फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद मेरे को बोलना पड़ा. अम्मा, I got a class, I have to rush. Not, why did you call me at this time? Not like that. So if we can, even if it is hard, we have to be sweet all the time. And even if we are strong and if we are hard towards someone, it must be with compassion. Because sometimes it is needed. A mother is never hard on the child just because she wants to punish him. No, it's only because she wants to correct him or her. But inside the love is there. Because how can she not love her own child? So same way, when we see everyone, everything in this creation as an expression of that divine, as a manifestation of that divine, how can we go wrong and not respect and revere that person or that object? See? Then बाहर से आएंगे तो चप्पल फटक फटक नहीं फेंकेंगे. They will keep it in place. You understand? Yeah, last Saturday when we are entering, hey यार चप्पल्स everywhere. एक चप्पल उधर है, एक चप्पल इधर है. The first thing I did before I entered the house was, she also helped me. We put all the chappals in line. I forgot to mention that in the lecture. It's basic etiquette. and they keep it right in front of the door. इन्हें कोई उतरेगा तो गिरेगा ही उसके ऊपर. Anyway, so now we continue from the next OV onwards. Te thazaoniya bhutadveshu sarvatra namavaina mici eku aiseni ashrayo atyantiku lahasi tu माझा मग भरले या जगा आतू जाऊनी तिजयाची मातू होऊनी ठाईल एकांतू आम्हा तुम्हा तेव्हा भलतीये अवस्थे मी तू ते तू माते भोगिसी ऐसे आईते वाढेल सुख आणि तिजे अडळ करीते निमाले अर्जुना जेथे ते मीची म्हणवनी तू माते पावसी शेखी जैसी जळीची प्रतिभा जळनाशी बिंबा येता गाभा गोभा काही आहे. Don't worry, if you don't understand what I am chanting, I also don't understand. We are in the same boat. Some words I recognize, some words I don't. Majority of them, say 60% I recognize the words, other words I don't recognize, but I don't know. I know there is some word like that, but I don't know the meaning. Because it's a very old Marathi, 700 years old, 760 years old. That's when Gyaneshwari Maharaj was. And he is still alive today in the Samadhi in Alandi, where I am going. I'll be there on 5th to 10th, I'll be there, March. So what does he say, Gyaneshwari Maharaj? He is talking on behalf of the Lord. Then Bhagwan is saying, then you will get rid of hatred for all beings and bow to them with the knowledge that I am in all of them. Ah, beautiful. What is the disposition of the ocean towards the wave? They are me only. I am in all of them only. They are all in me only. There's no question of separation. There's no question of differences. There's no question of hatred, resentment. It only comes where there is sense of separation, sense of otherness. See? And this is what we are wanting. I see a gulab jamun, it is separate from me, I want to become one with it. Then I see some water here, it is separate, I desire for it, and then I have become one with it by taking it. And this is what is going on. Paranchi khati. Katha Upanishad yesterday. What is that? We through our senses want to possess the world to complete ourselves. We think by possessing the world we will become complete. It is not so. The world is infinite and it is continuously expanding. By the time you reach the end of this world, what you think is the end, there is another zillion things to become one with. So is there a way that I can be one with the entire world in one go? Rather than in a linear way, is there a way? Yes. Be one with the Creator. Because He alone, Creator knows, He alone is everything and everyone. So you become one with Him. If you, and that is what Bhagwan is saying, fix your mind on me, devote to me, worship me, serve me, surrender to me. So if you become one with, then what will happen? You will have right now you have the individual vision which establishes differences. If we surrender to the Lord, what will be our vision? What will be God's vision? It establishes oneness. It establishes unity. It is not manyness or one. No, it's unity, full stop. All-encompassing vision. All-encompassing vision. Then, do you hate because your backside brings out the fecal matter, do you hate it? You don't hate it because dirt comes out of it. Do you love the mouth only because it eats the food? Some people do. Because the left hand cannot write, only right hand can write. Do we hate left hand? No. None, no part of we are equanimous towards our body. We accept the body as it is. When we accept everybody as it is, story over. But we cannot accept everybody as it is by interacting with the world. We have to go back to the source. Who is? What are the two things? Who is the material cause of the creation and who is permeating, efficient cause or permeating the whole creation. When we become one with him, or we can't become one with him. We can't. Can a wave become one with ocean? Not possible. Why? It is already. So can we become one with the Lord? No. Then when he says that you think about me, you focus on me, you fix your mind on me, you serve me, you surrender to me, and you will be one with me. What does it mean? That you as an individual will vanish from existence. Then I already am. You will also be none other than that total principle. And what is the vision of total principle? The oneness. Where there is oneness of vision, there is no kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. This kama, krodha, the shad vikaras, they are only for individual who establishes differences. Only for that fellow these shad vikaras are there. You listen to that, I gave her that song. तुम भी सुन रहे थे वो रघुवंशी. काम क्रोध काम को मैं पिघला रहा हूँ, मैं शून्य होता जा रहा हूँ. और काम क्रोध मीनिंग काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद मात्सर्य, all of them are melting away. Don't they melt away every night when you go to sleep? Where is your hatred for someone? Where is your resentment for someone? Where is your arrogance? Where is your pride? Where is your envy? Where is your hypocrisy? Everything has become zero when you go to sleep, isn't it? Go to sleep consciously, or take the name of the Lord, be one with him, and fall in love with him. Then same thing will happen, and you will remain conscious. This is what Bhagavan is saying, that I am in all of them. In this way, you will secure full refuge in me. Once this happens, then there is no fall for the devotee. Why? Because the devotee has vanished. He has become one with the divine. See? Vanished. The independent identity, that has gone once and for all. And that is the refuge. When Bhagavan is giving you assurance that I'll take care, he said that before. This is how he takes care. Why? How? By making you one with him. Not that you are becoming one with him. He makes you one with him. It's a language, it's a communication shortcoming here. He knows that you are already one with him. But here he has taken incarnation and telling Arjuna, if you do this, you will become one with me, because that is his natural experience. From Bhagwan's point of view, Arjuna has never ever separated from him. You understand? Nobody in this creation has separated from the Lord. Then why is he only so favorable towards Arjuna? Why? He is available. He is available. He is eager to know. Nobody, not Bhishmacharya, not Dronacharya, not Kripacharya, nor Karna, none of them who know who Krishna is, he has revealed themselves, but they did not. Still, Ahankar was there that I have eaten the salt of the king, including Bhishmacharya. They could have said, please guide me, I am your disciple, I am surrendered at your feet and I am your disciple. Shishyasteham shadimam tam prapanam. They could have very well said it, and their story they would have got the Gita. You see? But no, all of them were stuck somewhere in life. They were stuck in relationships, they are stuck in position, they're stuck in power, they're stuck in control. They're stuck, I am the teacher, stuck in that teacherhood. It takes great courage to give up, to get unstuck, to get unstuck. Great courage. For that you have to recognize how vulnerable you are. That you don't know everything. And it's okay to be vulnerable. Only when you are vulnerable, then change is possible. But if you say that I know everything, let me see what Bhagavad Gita is going to tell me new, then it is not you are not going to change. We are not going to transform. We are arrogant, or we want to remain in control to such an extent when one God does not give you the results that you want, you are ready to change the God also. See, होता है ना. यार शिव जी का नाम ले लिया स्वामी जी, 10 साल से आई एम टेकिंग द नेम बट नथिंग, ओनली प्रॉब्लम्स आर कमिंग. अरे भैया प्रॉब्लम्स, गुड प्रॉब्लम्स आ गए, खत्म होने वाले हैं. No, I think I'm going to change. How do they change? Oh, yesterday I dreamt the goddess came to in my dream, and I think from now on I am having a feeling that I must go pray to the goddess. It is like, if we are not, if from an individual point of view, we are not. If you dig in one place deep enough, you will catch the fresh water. But you dig 100 places, only 1 feet, 2 feet, 10 feet, you will say there is no water. Why? Yeah, you did not dig deep enough in one place. Story over. So you go after some time, and this is not only about gods. This is about gurus also, teachers also. We move from teacher to teacher. Why teacher? YouTube channels also. We keep surfing. होता है ना. See how deep it has gone into us. This sense of we have become unstable from inside. And all this is, we want to go to the God, temple, guru, scripture, channel or whatever to get what we want. We are not available to what is coming. We already decided. This is what, this dialogue I don't understand. This is not a good delivery. This is not this is not that. So Bhagavan is saying, I am in all of them. In this way, you will secure full refuge in me. And then, similar verse he had told in, I don't know which chapter it was. Ananyascintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Ananyascintayanto mam. The one who exclusively thinks about me. Upasate, comes and sits near me, thinking about. How do you sit near the Lord? By thinking about Him, by bringing Him into your mind, His form, His name. And how do you do it? Continuously, not sometimes. And Lord says, the one who does this, I take care of him. He said that there also. Here also he is saying, here he is saying it in a different way. He says in this verse that if you do it, you will be one with me and your vision will be transformed. There he said what he said because we are in the middle of the Bhagavad Gita. We are in the Moksha Sanyaasa Yoga, last chapter. There he said, there still worry was, oh, what will happen to all my relations, what will happen to all the possessions. He said, I will take care of them. What you have, I will protect. What you don't have, meaning what you need in order to grow further, I will provide. Not what you desire, what you need. Because that verse is not told, it is told from devotion point of view, in that sense. And frankly, even at the worldly level, if you are doing something out there in the world, thinking of the Lord, He will make sure that whatever you have, He will protect, and whatever you don't have, He will give you. Till you get frustrated with it and say, I'm tired of going after the world, now I want you only. घड़ा भरना चाहिए, घड़ा भरना चाहिए. He says, in this way you will secure full refuge in me, and then there being no third party in this crowded world, we shall have complete privacy. What is the third party? Jeev. What are the three? Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. Now what is happening? Jeev, individual, he is surrendering to the Lord. He has become one with Him. Now the world is not available, the third party is not available to disturb. Relations are not there to disturb. Objects of the world, aspirations of the world, desires for the world is not there anymore. So there is no disturbance. This is the goal of life. What we say, God realization, this is God realization. Every night when you go to sleep, you are God realized. You don't know it. That's all there is to it. Oh, sleep is God realization. No, sleep is not God realization. You became one with God when you went to sleep. But you don't know it. If you come to know it, you are God realized. Before, you were out of ignorance, you are God realized. Now, consciously, you will be God realized. And even now, you are God realized, but you are behaving as if you are not. Even now, you are God realized. From Vedanta standpoint or from Ishvara Advayavad standpoint, that Kashmiri Shaivism standpoint, you are already that which you are seeking. The wave is already the ocean. You are already the Ishvara. In essence, not as body. Why we are actually from body point of view also, because body is only name and form, that's all. Understand what is the status or the position of name and form. What is the position of name and form? Tell me. It is what is the name and form of a wave? What is its position?
It's really not there.
Correct. It's mithya. The word is mithya. Another word which you may not like it is illusion. When we use that mithya, you will like illusion. You mean to say all these years I've been struggling and hard work and studied and business and work and I have done so much tapasya and became a sannyasi. All this was just illusion. Yes. It takes courage to swallow this pill. Or from Ishvara Advaiva point of view, everything is divine. every form is also divine. Like every wave is already the ocean. So take it that way. So from beginning Vedanta point of view, everything is illusion. From Ishvara Advaita point of view, everything is divine. But do we see everything as divine? No, we don't. To see, to transform this vision, we have to surrender. So here Bhagavan is saying that then we shall be able to enjoy each other's company, which will enhance our happiness. When the barrier of a third party is removed, you will come to me and become one with me. What is this barrier? Now think, I have given you just now, I gave you examples of relationship world, the creation which is attracting you and etc. But tell me, when you are thinking of God, Om Namah Shivaya, O Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, what is the barrier? If you are completely at one ment with the Lord, there is no doubt about it. What could be the last barrier?
It's still the thought.
Good. She's in tune, man. It's still the thought. That means you are still keeping, that thought needs to submerge in its own cause. As long as the thought is there, the merging will not take place. As long as the thought of sleep is there, sleep, you have not gone to sleep yet. You have not been absorbed into sleep. As long as the thought of Om Namah Shivaya is there, you are not, the Om has not, or Shiva has not absorbed you into himself. So what is the barrier there? Well, who is the third person there? The objectivity. The thought is the objectivity which is keeping you separate from your goal. You understand everything, but you are stuck with that mantra. Because we did not take the mantra subjectively. Then there being no third party in this crowded world, we shall have complete privacy. Then we shall be able to enjoy each other's company, which will enhance our happiness. When the barrier of a third party is removed, you will come to me and become one with me. When the water dries up, is there any obstacle in the way of the reflection of the sun merging with its original? क्या सुंदर बात है. When the water dries up, meaning
When the individuality and the objectivity.
yes, but be more succinct. When water dries up,
And there is no more thought.
when no more thought, when the thought dries up, when the water dries up, then do you need to see your reflection? Then where does the reflection go? Who are, when the thought is there, I am the Chidabhas, I am the conscious, I am the consciousness. We keep saying that. I am. Chidanandoham. So many verses are there. But when the thought itself is not there, then this idea of I and what actually is, will there be a difference? It will not be. It will be only one homogeneous whole. And that is the Lord. That is the divine. That is the Paramatma. When the water dries up, is there any obstacle in the way of the reflection of the sun merging with its original? So as long as there is water, there is a reflection of the sun. No water, where has the reflection gone?
Into the sun.
Back to the sun. As long as the husband is there, reflection is there. Wife. If the husband is gone, what happened to the wife? Went back to the woman. Correct? Then the child comes, then the mother comes, then the child goes away. Where does the mother go? Back to the woman. And so on. So where is the reflection happening from our whatever we have studied till now? Where is the reflection happening? In the mind. Correct? The mind is not there. It has dried up. And how do we know? Has anyone seen mind till today? Has anyone seen mind today? No. Has anyone seen a thought? Nobody has seen a thought. कभी हम सोचते नहीं इसके बारे में. But we have never seen a thought. We have never seen the mind. We have never seen the intellect. We have never seen sleep. And yet we say we had a good sleep. So we have never seen the mind. We have never seen the thought. In that, the reflection is called Chidabhas, and that reflected consciousness, the story goes that reflected consciousness, as if identifies with this body, then it is called as Jiva Bhav or Jivatma, the individual consciousness. But if you have gone from Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti Para, from many thoughts, gross thoughts to subtle thoughts to causal and beyond the thoughts, you are seeking the source of the thought. You are seeking the source of the thought. This is the process. It is not पागलों की तरह जप करे जा रहे हैं. पागल होना पड़ता है, no doubt. But attention must be on the source. कि कहाँ से आ रहा है ये? Who is chanting? Whom am I calling out? Is that fellow somewhere outside, or is it within? So when we come to para, what happens to the mind? No more thoughts. In fact, the moment you go from Madhyama and you bypass Pashyanti, so if you remain in void, it will go into Pashyanti. But if your attention is on the higher, you will bypass Pashyanti and straight away land up in para. What is that para called? Samadhi. So there is the obstacle there. From Madhyama, if you go into Pashyanti, it's called deep sleep. If you bypass deep sleep, then you are in Samadhi. So while chanting Vaikhari Madhyama, if we can remain awake when the thought subsides in the mind, only two options. Either you will go to sleep or you will go beyond sleep. If you go into sleep, you are in Pashyanti. If you go bypass the sleep, you are in Samadhi. In sleep, you are again ignorant, like every day. But in Samadhi, you are absolutely crystal clear about the thought of I is still there. You are not merged into the infinite. Thought is still there. Thought means the sense of I is still there. No thought, sense of I is there. See. So when the water goes away, meaning that mind has gone away, then do you need, where will the reflection, the reflected consciousness, where will it go? It will be stupid to say, I am. You are doing japa. Aham. Pagal hai kya? Aham kar raha hai. Aham Brahmasmi. Normally we will say that. This will be the result of all other sadhana. That I am that. Bhagavad teacher says Tattvamasi, you say Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Brahm, infinite. I am that divine. But only repeating, not realizing. Okay, we are doing it, but how many times? Do you need to take 100 times or only one is enough? Only once is enough. But for that, you have to be prepared. You have to be available. And when that thought, aham brahmasmi, if we are subjective, that thought also dies. Meaning the mind has the water. What is the waters? The waves in the mind, they have subsided. There is nothing. If there is no thought, there is no mind. Understand this. If there is no thought, there is no mind. Then what is, if there is no thought, what is mind called? Consciousness. If there is no thought, wherever the thoughts were coming, then it is no longer mind. Consciousness with thoughts is called mind. Mind without thoughts is called consciousness. And who are you when there are no thoughts? Consciousness. Now, do you need a mind to reflect कि यार I am seeing myself there? है ही नहीं. देखो कितने मजेदार चीज है. This is what happens when when Bhagwan says this particular verse, man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Continuing 1365-6. पै पवनो अंबरा का कल्लोळू सागरा मिळता आडवारा कोणाचा गा म्हणवनी तू आणि आम्ही हे दिसता हे देहधर्मी मग ययाच्या विरामी मीची होसी यया बोला माझारी होय नव्हे झणे करी येत आन आथी तरी तुझीची आण भय तुझी आण वाहणे हे आत्मलिंगा ते शिवणे प्रीतीची जाती लाजणे आठवोने दी येरवी वेद्यू निष्प्रपंचू जेणे विश्वाभासू हासाचू आज्ञेचा नटनाचू काळा ते जिणे. Before I finish the lecture, 25th and 26th of February will be day retreat at the Fiji temple in Bayswater. 25th and 26th starting at 9 a.m. concluding at 4 p.m. 2 lectures before lunch, 2 lectures after lunch. I'll be sending the SMS out, but you SMS and tell me if you are coming, because we need to organize for food, okay? So we know the numbers. He says, who is going to prevent the wind from merging with the sky or the wave from getting dissolved into the sea? Who is going to stop it? Is it not naturally happening all the time? Are you recognizing that it is happening at this moment? Every thought appears, and between two thoughts, only conscious, there is no mind between two thoughts. What did we say? When is mind? Consciousness with thoughts is called mind. So you are thinking thought after thought after thought after thought. But what is between the thoughts? Is it mind or is it consciousness? There you go. But are you accepting you are the consciousness between the two thoughts? Or are you focused on the thoughts? See? This is called sabotage. Self-sabotage. Simple verse. You read it yourself, take any commentary, you will not understand. What I am also saying, I am just expanding Gyaneshwari Maharaj's words. See. Who is going to prevent the wind from merging with the sky or the wave from getting dissolved into the sea? Whatever distinction is seen between you and me is due to the properties of the bodies, of the form. Form is changing. You want to see me through the form. It is not possible. You see me as the source of the form, then it is possible. You see me as the one who is pervading all the forms, it is possible. But for that, prerequisite is you have to be detached from your form. You must be only in love with me, not with your form. He is very clear about it. When he says, you fix your mind on me, be devoted to me, be worship me and surrender to me, he is saying, don't be in love with your body, because you cannot have two places of worship. Only then it is possible. Whatever distinction is seen between you and me is due to the properties of our bodies. When the body consciousness disappears, you will become one with me. But how can I give up body consciousness? You give up body consciousness every night when you go to sleep. You are not conscious of your body. How do you know? You pick up any child which is sleeping so heavy. A person who is drunk, he is very heavy. Where? He has lost his body consciousness. Dead person, why 4 people are required? Because why can't one person pick up? Because body is heavy. Oh, you mean to say when consciousness is expressing through body, body is light? Yes. The mind is holding the body. इसलिए 4 कंधे चाहिए. So you are holding on to your body. If you do Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti Para, you take the name of the Lord, automatically as you fall in love with the Lord, as your disposition is, I want to merge into the Lord, that the Lord is always, I am already one with Him, I just don't know it. This mantra is the one which is going to take me to Him. He has initiated this mantra in my mind. He is chanting through my mind. He wants to become one with Himself that I am. This type of dialogue, and somewhere along the way, patang. By His grace, it will only happen by grace, but not by your efforts. Your efforts is, you must put efforts, but you must put efforts in such a way, with this disposition, that He is the one who's making you put efforts. He is the power behind. Not that I am going to put efforts and become one with Him. Forget it. फिर विश्वामित्र वाला हाल हो जाएगा. See, when the body consciousness disappears, you become one with me. Do not entertain any doubt about what I say. I swear by you that I am not saying anything which is untrue. But to swear by you amounts to swearing by my own self. How beautiful he says. But first, out of emotion, Bhagwan is saying that. He says, whatever I am telling you, I am not telling you out of my head. I assure that this is what will happen. Because, and I swear by you, by God, But even that is not because I am swearing on myself only, because if the ocean says, I swear by you, wave number 1, but from ocean's point of view, the wave is already the ocean. So he is swearing by himself only. देखो कितनी सुंदर बात है. And very, very important point here, Bhagwan is saying, do not entertain any doubt about what I have said to you. What should we not have doubt about? What should we not have doubt about? We should not have doubt about Ishvara. Second, we should not have doubt about what the scriptures are saying is true. We should not doubt the scriptures. Yes, there are different aspects of the scriptures, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, this yoga, that yoga. You, from whatever angle you are approaching, that will come to you. But whatever scriptures are saying is true. Why? Scriptures are the speech of the Ishvara. Then third, we should not have doubt is Gurus. You should not have doubt about the Guru. And Guru is not just one person. Guru's job is, or Acharya's job is, to teach so that you trust, you don't doubt that everything is divine all the time. That you are divine all the time. That Ishvara is expressing through you at any given moment. That is, and then you reach the Sadguru. So we must not doubt the words or the intentions of the Guru Maharaj or the Acharya. And fourth, we should not doubt our ability to accomplish it. That we have the Atma Bala, that we have the inspiration, that we have the staying power to reach, like our Uttishta Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhata. That I will reach the destination, whatever the obstacles may be on the way. When these four doubts, so here it is said only doubt. Here it is said only one doubt. But I am now again expanding it for you to say that these are the four places where we can have doubt. So never doubt. They are also part of creation. If there is no creation, there is no scripture. If there is no creation, there is no Guru Maharaj. If there is no creation, there is no Ishvara also. They are all coexisting. Remember, Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar is coexisting. If there is no creation, there is no purpose for Jeev and Ishvara, as we know it right now. As we know it. But if you take it that if the world is not there, then what has happened? The world has gone back to its source. And when the world goes back to the source, what is it called? Pralaya. And what is that state? Pralaya is, from our point of view, Mahapralaya. Everything goes back to the Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha, there's still possibility of everything coming out. Imagine that has also, everything is quietened. Now what is left? Only Ishwar and Prakriti is left. Ishwar and Shakti is left. Shiv Shakti is left. That's all. Till the next creation again begins. This is happening to you every night. When you go to sleep, exactly same thing is happening at the totality level. When we look at it from relative standpoint. But from absolute standpoint, nothing like that is happening. But to swear by you amounts to swearing by my own self, but real love makes one forget shyness. Otherwise, why should I stoop down to swearing when I am the knowable, indifferent to the world, because of whom this world appearance seems real? Look at him. Bhagwan is giving his secret. He says, I have stooped so low to take a vow, to take a shapath on you. And as he is saying, he is correcting himself. What did he say before? I swear by you that I am not saying anything which is untrue. He says that, then he corrects, I swear by you, but you are not separate to me. Then he makes the next statement, but to swear by you amounts to swearing by my own self. That means you are not separate to me. Then third step, but real love make one forget shyness. Then fourth step, in retrospect, whatever has happened now. These four sentences. He says, why am I swearing? Why should I stoop down to swearing when I am the knowable, indifferent to the world? Meaning, the world can never have an impact on me. So, What do you mean by world can never have an impact on me? Did Krishna not get hit by an arrow and it had an impact on him? His body had an impact. He didn't. It is that Krishna, he is ever equanimous, he is ever untouched by all the events of the creation. That is his position from the time of birth till he concluded his incarnation. Not touched by one single event, person, or object in the creation. Not one single thing. So when he says that I am the knowable, I am the knower, and I am indifferent to the world. And it is because of whom the world appearance seems real. It is because of me. And how because of me the world seems real? Because of my Maya Shakti. It is my potentiality which makes the world seem real. देखो, तो यहाँ पे उन्होंने माया को भी नहीं छोड़ा कि that also I am in control. It is because of my Shakti that the world seems real. To whom? To all of us. To Arjun. To us. See. And he came down to that level. He allowed himself to come down to that level to swear. Why? He wants to convince Arjun. He wants to convince us. He wants to convince us that you are essentially divine. You have never been separated from me. Bhagwan is telling here. And for that he is ready to stoop so low and take us and swear also. Who is swearing? He who is everything. He is swearing. He doesn't need to. But he is ready to do that if there is a available devotee. He is there. देखो कितने seems real, and whose command conquers even the destroyer. Yeah. So which means now he has taken a position. Again, you have to read through the words. When he says, and whose command conquers even the destroyer, means what? He is the master of death. Meaning, he is the master of the Shiva principle. He is the master of, through that one line, he has said, I am the master of creation, maintenance and destruction. So now, you can't take him as Brahma, you can't take him what position he is showing himself to be. You can't take him as Brahma, you can't take him as Vishnu, you can't take him as Shiva. He is the Ishvara. He is the Narayana. He is the first person, the supreme. What is that? Purushottama. देखो. हाँ. तो देवो मी सत्य संकल्पू आणि जगाच्या हिती बापू मा आणेचा आक्षेपू का करावा परी अर्जुना तुझे निवेधे मिया देवपणाची विरुदे सांडिली गामी हे आधे सगळेनी तुवा पैकाजा आपुलिया रावो आपुली आपणया आणवा हे धनंजया तैसे हे की तेथ अर्जुनू म्हणे देवे अचाट हे न बोलावे जे आमचे काज नावे तुझे नी एके यावरी सांगो वैससी का सांगता भाषही देसी या तुझी या विनोदासी पारू आहे जी. He says that and whose command conquers even the destroyer, whose will comes to pass, and who takes care of the welfare of the world like a father. The word used is Satya Sankalpu. Satya Sankalpa means whatever, Sankalp is a thought. The thought comes and there is no lag in the Sankalpa and its manifestation. Like simple Sankalpa, you have a thought that it is time for the child to get up in the morning and go to sleep, and you say, Samida, get up, and Samida, oh, Samida, get up. Again and again you say, but your words are not having an impact. But when Lord says, it has an impact. If He says it has to rain and it's full sun, it has to rain. If He says, let this person be healed, that person will be healed. If God, the Ishvara says, let there be day or let there be night, so be it. So that will happen. See? So that is Satya Sankalpa. The power behind the word. Is the power behind the word your desire? Or is the power behind the word your consciousness? Not individual, total. Then the words have the power. Then those words that are uttered by your mouth or the thoughts that are coming in the mind are not yours. You have become empty. And from you, through you, the Lord is functioning. That's what people will say. When we see saints and sages, why they say something and people listen, and we say something, our children don't listen. This is the reason. Why? They have gotten out of the way and only the Ishvara is functioning. So the thought, the consciousness is the total consciousness, the thought is coming from the total consciousness, and with that power backup, the impact of those words, even if they are just casually uttered, they have a great effect on the person to whom they are meant. See? Or the one who listens. Angulimal, I told this example. Angulimal was killing people or taking their thumbs. 108 thumbs he wanted. The last person, by God's grace, the last person that he came across was Buddha, Gautam Buddha. He didn't even say anything. He didn't react. He was not afraid. He was continue, Buddham, Sharanam, Gacchami, whatever his mantra, Om, whatever. Hum. And he came in his presence and he couldn't kill. He lifted his hand, the hand wouldn't come down. No words were spoken. Presence itself was enough. The son does not say us. The parents say, get up, yellow, get up. The son doesn't say anything and we all get up. He doesn't speak to us. See? सोचने का तरीका है. You apply it in so many different ways. So sun comes, he doesn't speak, but you get up. Satya Sankalpa. Imagine Ishvara, in whom how many suns are there? Zillions of suns. Merely by his presence. Here Krishna Bhagwan is the ultimate one. So when he says that of whose will comes to pass, that means whatever he says, that alone will happen. Nothing else against his will, nothing will happen. Like I told you, Dargah Swami, whom you met, no, not even a grain of sand can move without my permission. This is Satya Sankalpa. This is the conviction in him about himself, which is coming out as those words. It's not, he doesn't need to convince himself. He is telling you, us students who were sitting around him, when he says that nothing in this creation, not even a grain of sand, because we are asking him, what about this Mahatma, his big wall with so many Mahatmas. And we are talking about each, and he is telling about each. And just like Bhagavan said here, why am I telling you so many things? He also said, why am I telling you about so much? Not even a grain of sand can move without my permission. I give it permission, then the grain of sand moves. It's not arrogance. It is from, and why is he saying that? To inspire us that you are also, essentially you are that. You are that infinite consciousness. You are that infinite person, imagining to be an individual person. Get out of it. How do you get out? Not suicide. Then what? Conscious suicide. You know, if you know that it is that you will vanish from the identity will vanish, many people are afraid, therefore they don't want to take the name. Therefore they are afraid to even close their eyes and look at themselves. Many people are there. Many people are afraid to sleep also. Why? Close करने से बड़ा गड़बड़ हो जाता उनको. Take care, and it is me who takes care of the welfare of the world like a father. I am the father of the whole world. Who said this? Yogi Ram Surat Kumar Ji Maharaj ki jai. Ram Surat Kumar Ji Maharaj, his samadhi is there in Tiruvannamalai. Go and visit that. He used to say, the Father in heaven, and everyone, all the devotees considered him to be the Father. The only present you can give to him is Charminar cigarette. Only Charminar, no other brand. Continuously he is smoking. He was from UP or Punjab, came down all the way and so he is the father of the whole creation. And takes care of the welfare of the whole world like a father, as I have become crazy out of fondness for you. Oh, now is the अब मुद्दे पे की बात आ रही है. I have become crazy in your fondness. प्यार में सब कुछ सब भूल चूक माफ है. And therefore he is ready to stoop also, he is ready to swear also, he is ready to tell so in such detail also, and he is ready to discard all, not discard, but keep that detail aside and again give it in a precis, in the essence of the entire teaching, which is effective again to Arjuna. And he says, and I have become crazy out of fondness for you. I have given up the insignia of my Godhead and become imperfect. What is this imperfection? This imperfection is swearing. This imperfection is, I am in love with you. This imperfection is that I am fond of you. This is infatuation. Fondness is infatuation. That I am fond of you, I am in love with you, you are dear to me. This is all language of two lovers. And in love, I swear by you that I'll always love you. Oh, but I am swearing by myself, he said that also. So he has come down to the empirical level, as if I have given up the insignia of my Godhead. Otherwise Godhead का मतलब क्या हो गया? चतुर्भुज, शंख चक्र गदा पद्मा, or remain all the time equanimous, stand straight, and you are saying, I am just telling you, do it, story over. But here he is emotionally, you can see in these words of Gyaneshwari Maharaj that Bhagwan must be in a emotional, a roller coaster, that he wants Arjuna to get it. Because it's so simple. And become imperfect. Another way you can take it, imperfection, that he who is infinite, who is complete, has taken birth as a individual, incarnate as an individual on the earth. That is incarnation, na? So for whom everything else is okay. What is the greatest event in the entire life of Lord Krishna's life? It is Bhagavad Gita. Nothing else. Killing the Rakshasas, fighting wars, defeating Jarasandh, blah blah, so many things he did. But what is that one greatest purpose that he has come? Everyone will call, every time he will come. No, he has come and given us Bhagavad Gita, by studying which everyone can recognize and realize. उनको आने की जरूरत ही नहीं है बार बार. See, I have given up the insignia of my Godhead and become imperfect, while you who have become one with me have become perfect. So this is what we see in the Ras Leela. Krishna becomes Radha, takes on the form of Radha, and Radha takes on the form of Krishna. That is the depiction that is given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So here Bhagwan has come down as an individual, and Arjuna, having with the disposition that he has come to realize the divine. Realizing the divine is not that like I am seeing you. It is not I am seeing the divine. No, he has realized the divine, meaning he has become perfect. He is the perfection now. Become one with me, have become perfect. This is, O Dhananjaya, like a king who swears by himself to achieve his own ends. So, when you understand this, it is the Leela going on. Bhagwan himself is appearing at one end, he is appearing as the Krishna, Bhagwan, and the other end he is appearing as Arjuna. And one end he is appearing as the teacher, the other end he is appearing as the student. He alone is. He alone is the Ishvara. He alone is the scriptures. He alone is the Guru. He alone is the student. And his ability. And the game is going on. This vision has to be maintained. We have to remain steady in this disposition when we are moving through this world. If this gets shaken up, you succumb to the world. If you remain with this disposition, everything is happening, but you are untouched. More in our next class. Now Arjuna's complaining, don't speak like this, please, 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 you are great. सब बाद में वो अगले हफ्ते लेंगे. That is from 1373 onwards. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment.